Okay. After we've already opened our Excel document and labeled it Favorite Candy Chart, we're going to go ahead and look at our Favorite Candy Chart instructions, and we're just going to start with number 1. I want you following along with my video and pausing at times to go ahead and work on your own document, doing the same things that I'm doing in the video. So you've already done a survey with your class members, and what we're going to do is we're going to take that information and kind of plug it into a chart. There are lots of steps, and this is why I decided to do the video along with the instructions so that you guys can have a visual of what you're supposed to be doing. Number 1 says, click into cell A1. So this is a little cell right here. A would be the column, and 1 is the row. So we're in A1 right here. We're going to click into it, and our little cursor is going to pop up right here, which means it's time for us to type. And we're going to type favorite candy. And as you're going, just cross off the numbers that you've completed on your instruction chart. That way you know where you're at. So we're going to move on to number 2. It says, next, click into cell B1 and type the following label, number of students. Okay, so I'm going to double click until I see that cursor pop up again, and I'm going to type number of students. Okay, now use your information from your survey to fill in the names of the types of candy in column A and the number of students who like them in column B. Okay, so let me go take a look really quick at the types of candy that we had. Okay, so we had Reese's Peanut Butter Cups for the first one. So I'm going to work off to the side a little bit over here and just type these in. See what I'm doing on the Excel document so that you don't miss it. And you're going to get a little bit of overflow with your typing, but that's okay for now. Because we're going to go back and fix that later. We have Sour Patch Kids. And these are just going in column A right after you put favorite candy. Gummy worms, Skittles, Snickers, Hershey's, chocolate. Okay, those are all filled in. Now what I'm going to do is, so I used my information from my survey to fill in the names of the types of candy in column A, and then you're going to plug in the number of students who like them in column B. My numbers are going to be much different from yours because I'm not actually working with real students, so I'm just going to plug in some fake numbers. We'll say 4 students liked Reese's, 7 liked Sour Patch Kids, 10 liked gummy worms, 3 liked Skittles, 0 liked Snickers, and 6 liked Hershey's chocolate. Okay, so those are my numbers. Now you will center the, number 4. Next, click and drag over the 2 column labels and use the bold button on your toolbar. So I'm going to click and drag over A and B, and then I'm going to come up here and click bold. Okay. 5. Now you will center the data in your cells. To do this, click and drag over all of the data to highlight it. Then use the Align Center button on your toolbar. So I'm going to click and hold favorite candy, and I'm still holding down as I'm dragging over all of these other things. And then it wants us to use the Align Center button. So that's going to be this one right here, Center Text, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, it's going to be Align Center. So it's just going to push everything to the center. Okay. Now we're on to number 6. Next, you will have to widen the columns A and B so that the label fits within them. To do this, take your cursor and place it on the line separating columns A and B. Then click and drag your cursor to the right until the cell is wide enough for the favorite candy label to fit in. Okay, so I'm clicking and I'm dragging, and I'm going to drag it even further so that all my labels will fit in there too. Okay, and I'm going to do the same process, which is number 7, to widen the B column. Okay, I'm going to widen it a little further. There we go. Okay, now you're going to use your data to create a chart. First, highlight all of your data in both columns, including the labels. Choose the Insert menu and select Chart, then choose Donut. So I'm going to first go ahead and highlight all my information. Then I'm going to choose Insert up here. Then I'm going to select Chart. So let me go ahead and find that. Okay, I had to take a little pause because my layout is different from yours. So we're back to where we have it highlighted, and then we're going to go to Insert. And on my computer, I am looking at the pie charts over here, the circular charts. Yours might come up a little bit differently, so if it does, I will figure it out in class tomorrow and talk to you guys about it. But for now, if yours looks this way, we're going to go ahead and click Donut. It's going to take all of our data and plug it into this little chart right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click and drag the corner of this to make it a little bigger. And we are going to label this according to number 10. We're going to label it our class's favorite candies. We're going to make that our label, and we need to make these a little bit bigger. So we're going to make our pie a little bit smaller by dragging the corner in, and let's see if we can make these a little bit bigger because they're really tiny. Hold on, let me see. I double clicked on this and I'm going to hit text options. Let's see. Hold on, let's see if we can go home and make the text bigger. So like 16. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to click and hold. I'm going to click on this one and I'm going to take it to 16. I'm going to click on this one and make it 16. This one. Okay, there we go. And so this kind of shows a ratio of what our class loves the most. So in my chart, it would be gummy worms. Gummy worms wins. So this is a good way to make a visual of surveys that you may do, or if you're doing some sort of science project, which I know we have the science fair coming up. It's always good to make visual charts for people to see while you're presenting your information. So this is our project for the day, and I hope you guys did not struggle too much on this and you enjoyed the video.